So not to be their parents, I mean, they still earn money, but they don't want to invest that money directly to something they feel like they have to work like, for the rest of their life, right? So I'm not one of those, so I'm just well indebted.
Can they be in multiple categories? For instance, take eco-friendly stuff, right? In some cases, people buy eco-friendly stuff because it's eco-friendly, and in other cases, because it's popular, or
yeah, I mean, definitely
buy classic.
For different people, and then that's why we're going to talk about consumers after this too. But for product classification, when you produce something or when you design something, you have to keep the majority of those target segment in mind, right? So you cannot actually create a product for everyone. So you said that for whom I'm creating this product, and you need to talk about the biggest chunk of that target segment and design your product and offering your messaging for that segment. But a very simple one. So if you have these 2x2 matrices, which is very popular in management science and marketing as well. So if you have conspicuity, so visibility of the consumption, and then involvement, low and high involvement, right? So eating a burger is actually maybe highly visible because you are eating in front of other people if you are not ordering in, like you get the takeaway. And then involvement is low involvement, right? For a bit like high involvement, you are buying something, maybe like fancy dress or something, and it is also highly visible, right? So then we are talking about fashion items. And if we are talking about like some small chocolate bar, you are not generally eating in front of people in a restaurant, right? So you are just buying it and just, finish it in a matter of seconds. And the conspicuity is not that high, like relatively lower than eating in a restaurant. And it's high involvement. And then again, visibility of the consumption, like I said, generally no one knows what type of mattress are you sleeping on, you sleep on, but involvement is high involvement because you spend so much time to buy that product, right? So you did that effort, or you spend that time to find something good for yourself. Okay? So you can use this type of different classification to understand better. But overall, why we have all of those product classification, again, to meet the need of our target audience. Right? So you cannot please everyone with one product. That's why for all of the examples here, brands have different offerings, right? So for mattress, they have firm, they have soft, they have extra firm. For fashion, again, we have several offerings. Some of them are really high-end luxury, designer item, then fast fashion, everything. Right? So those are some general information about product classification that we can discuss, but we are not saying that one fits all. Right? So for different people, you can actually create different the products and product offering as well. Yeah, so we are entering the last part of today's session. And then we are still talking about product. And another concept that I'd like to share with you is the product life cycle. I really like this analogy because it's true. Like products are like people in general, not all of them. So I'm going to share a couple of different product life cycles. They are not similar to human life, of course. But in general, what they say, so all products, like humans, they have this introduction, like a phase. They are very small, their market share, their sales and profits are like, again, like baby steps. Then they enter a growth stage. Like hitting the puberty, they just get tall and then big and everything at the same time. They have a really huge growth stage, and then they have this, middle age, and then they are getting older, and at some point, so they are still, alive, but getting out of the popularity. And this is the critical part. Some of them dies, some of them find a way to stay alive, right? But the whole, the first three stages are almost identical for most of the product, right? So they all have this introduction, growth, and then maturity phase. And their profitability is generally like this, right? So they are most profitable when they have a steady market share and then a good loyal customers. So this is called product lifecycle, PLC in general. But before you say, of course, we have different ending. Like humans as well. Some people live longer than others. Some people find a steady, life, maybe like overall not steady life expectation or a steady age, but they are more, let's say, healthy or they take care of themselves, but it's same for product as well. So some of the products find a way to like get a steady sales, okay, or market share. So this is the different, the PLC type. It's called growth, slump, maturity pattern. You don't have to remember the names, by the way, but if you just remember the shapes in general, how they are different, and some others, so because we are gonna try to share a couple of examples for them. So some of them have this ending, right, so they are going down in terms of sale, and then find a way to regenerate their sales. So they increase their market share a bit, right? So it's called cycle-recycle pattern. And then another one is called scalloped pattern. So they basically, instead of entering a decline stage, they find a way to jump back and jump back again, and they plan this, right? So they kind of phased out there, and in most of time technology we see that type of pattern, right? Because they have new additions, right? So 1.0, 2.0, etc. And they do it in a planned way instead of like, think of like microchips. So Intel, so they say it actually, I think in 1960s, Gordon Moore said that every 2 years overall processing power in the world will be doubled, right? And that's called Moore's law now. And it is happening as exactly as it is, but some people say that maybe it is like self-fulfilling prophecy, because even if companies can do better, they can roll out those processing units or new microchips faster, but they wait at least 2 years to roll them. Right? So they have this plan, they are going to get better and they're going to sell it.